So, ladies and voices, welcome to the Machine Room Podcast. You missed us, and we missed you with your hosts, Nostradamus and Hammer of Venus.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We paid that guy a lot of money to introduce us, let me tell you. Lots. We're broke now. We are flat broke now because we just paid that one guy to introduce us. How you doing? Namaste, Mariska Hargitay. Welcome to the Machine Room Podcast on a special night Tuesday because once again, I can't do... It's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday. You're right.
It's Tuesday.
Right.
What are you doing?
You're right.
Fucking me up here. Fucking me up here. It's Tuesday.
I thought it was Wednesday all day today. Oh my god.
That's what happens.
I was like, why isn't South Park on right now?
You fucking up, man. You gotta keep a calendar with you. You gotta keep a calendar a lot. Scooby.
Oh God, yes.
Scooby is in the chat. I could have done that with my Jack Brown voice.
I'd pay him to do that.
I could get Jack Brown on this fucking show. Actually, I don't know where that fucking beard is at. It's, I don't know. I have no idea.
I still have that picture.
What, the one we would use for a t-shirt?
Yeah.
And it just said Jack Brown.
Jack Brown.
Well, Scooby, make it easier on me and just grow a beard.
Yes.
Just grow a fucking beard, man. You're there. You're at that age now. Grow a beard. Your wife can't leave you. You're stuck. Grow a beard.
Look how pretty the show is. It looks like, wow.
Check out the new look, all done by Hammer of Venus over here. Rachel getting down with the editing stuff. You need to make something for me, girl. You need to make something for me.
I'll get to it.
Make something. You know what? How about some? I mean, I love my Enter the Fan Chamber setup, but if you think you could make something that's like crazy badass, I'm all over it.
I can try.
What I really need is just an intro for it, an intro for my show, something.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels a little bland. I think I need to take that step. That step. She done changed ever since that new gig. Right? She thinks she the shit now. Anyways, everybody give a congratulations to Rachel. She got a job. All right, shut the fuck up. How you stop him? Shut the fuck up. All right. So, no. Congratulations to you. Go ahead. Tell us what you got a new gig, don't you? You got a great job, actually. This one, I'm sure you're very excited. Something you always wanted to do, right?
Well, I mean, the job is for video editing, of course, because I do all this. I do my stuff, podcast stuff. I've done some of your stuff. And so the last at least few to several years, I've thought about doing it professionally, but I needed to learn more.
She thought about like, wait a minute, I could get paid for this.
Yeah. I love doing it. It's something I can like zone out and do for hours, and usually the things that I create come out better than I could ever expect. So it's very rewarding, and nobody's yelling at me, and I don't have to hear phone ringing, so it's awesome.
You are your own boss.
Kind of.
You can make something. They'll be like, I hate it. Do it again. But
yeah, thank you, Burly Fist. Yeah, I played music. Had like maybe one or two paying gigs. But yeah, anytime you do something you love and you can get paid for it at the same time, it's amazing.
It is. I don't know what that feels like. I mean, I don't hate my job, but I don't love it either.
True that.
What's Scooby says? I could get paid for doing something I love. Yeah, apparently I don't know if I don't know if I could do editing, man. Like back in the day, I used to love editing. Now it's time consuming. This is why J4 is not finished, cause I don't want to edit. And also, I'm trying to figure it all out. But that's another side of the story. It's just like it's very like once you're in the once you find that zone and you're in it, then it's fucking exciting because you're just like, I'm focused. I need to do this. I need to do this. But no, I do, however, feel like I've been spending hours editing because I've been playing this game on the Xbox that involves you going through movie clips and behind the scene clips and whatnot to figure out a mystery about what happened to an actress.
An actress?
Yes, I fucked that up. An actress. What happened to her? And I'm only playing this game because it's like about to be removed from the Game Pass, and I was like, this look interesting. Let me try it out. And next thing you know, I was just in this deep web of this fucking game that as you get deeper and deeper, it's just got crazier and crazier. I finally beat it last night. Officially, like end credits happen and everything.
Wow.
But there's still a lot of fucking clips I want to go through because there's still some stuff I haven't seen. Because I want to figure out the story, which when you go online, people break it down for you even better. So now you're like, oh, like you start putting everything together. But yeah, it's really good. Broly Fist know what I'm talking about. Immortality. That's right. Interactive game called Immortality.
Scooby said, oh shit, he beat a game.
I did beat a game. At one point, I was like, man, this would have been dope to stream. But then at a lot of points, I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. People were fucking in this game. And I mean like,
oh yeah,
hard, like complete nudity. All right.
Wow.
So I don't know if I could have been showing that. There was a lot of tits.
Was it better than the sex scene in God of War?
Like the old school games?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they didn't show you anything in that one, did they?
No, but you could tell it was pretty graphic.
Yeah, because the camera just goes to the side and it just boy. Nice kidding. Boy. No. No, yeah, this one is real graphic because this is all I'm saying. This is actual actors. You're actually like, this is real. It's real. You know, it's one of those games where it's real, you know? Real people.
Oh, like real people. Yeah, that game I played on my stream, Phantasmagoria 2, that's with real people.
Yeah, like it's real footage and you're just fucking around with it. Yeah, well, this is one of those games, one of those interactive movie games. And you're going Oppenheimer sex. You're going through it's about an actress. She did 3 films. They never got released. And all the footage has been missing. And she'd been missing. And you get your hands on this footage and you're going through them. And as you keep watching a clip, you unlock another clip and you just keep going down this dark hole. But at the same time, there's hidden clips that tell an even deeper story. And then it's just fucking crazy supernatural kind of story till finally you find out what happened to her. But even after that, you're still like digging deeper because you want to understand what the hell is happening. And there was a lot of sex.
It reminds me of that Nicolas Cage movie, 8mm. Or was that Al Pacino?
No, that was Nicolas Cage. And I don't remember much about that movie. I remember my father was watching 8mm. And I'm all like, ooh, Nick Cage. And then I remember like not getting pulled into it. I don't know. Like now I'll try it. Yeah, now I try it and probably get into it. But back then I was not. I just remember it was him. Wasn't he? Didn't he have like snakeskin jacket or something?
Just like in Bleh.
Yes, I love that movie. Bleh. that David Lynch movie, Bleh, starring Nicolas Cage and Ray Fiennes.
It's called Wild at Heart, and he has a snakeskin jacket.
And since we mentioned David Lynch, this game has a very David Lynch style to it.
Ooh.
When it comes to everything, I like I would recommend it, but you gotta have like that kind of patience for it, I guess, because you literally need to watch everything,
Yeah.
you know. And these clips will be like a couple minutes or really short, but you have to watch everything. But once you find that one thing and you're like, what the fuck? You're next thing you know, you're just invested. I need to find out more and more and see what happened here. Oh shit, we're getting a promotion. I love these. I love when people come in here. They're like, "Hey man, let's promote your shit. You want to promote me right now? Promote us right now? Sure. Donate a lot of
They won't
money.
let me ban them.
Just donate a lot of money right now. We'll take your promotion. Doge, Doge. But yeah, that's what I've been invested in, and Scooby mentioned right there in the chat, like, "Oh, I beat a game." Yes, I beat a game, and I'm happy I beat a game. I'm happy I beat a game. It happens once in a while. You know, games needs to be fast. Stop making these games that I need to like spend my entire life to play. Games need to
Like
be.
the new Final Fantasy, Ashy's been playing it on his streams. And every time I come in, I'm like, is this the same game? He's like, yeah. Like a week later, he does a stream. I was like, is this the same game? Yeah. Jesus
That
Christ.
that depends because he's got to. It's either in those games you either doing the main story or you're doing a lot of side stories.
Yeah.
You know, and I played the last Final Fantasy and it was a great game, and it was a long game, but you could just do the main story and just fly
Yeah.
by it. You know. I'm trying to do that with Assassin's Creed and try to catch up, but this Origins is fucking with me because it's like, hey, main story, main story. Hey, here's the main story, but guess what? You gotta level up like 2 more. So here, do these side stories that's gonna lead into that main one, and then where I left off on Origin is like, you gotta find out about this one guy. You gotta talk to these merchants. All right, you talk to these merchants, right? They're a little sus. You gotta follow these merchants, but guess what? It's during the day. They only leave at night. Now you gotta wait. And I'm like, motherfucker, what you want me to do now? Like, I'm not gonna go do another side mission and then come back to this one. Ain't got time, man. You just keep going with me. Broly Fist says I should play Baldur's Gate 3. My brother-in-law here says I should play Baldur's Gate 3. I guess I should play Baldur's Gate 3. Is one of those, I don't know, like I'm not really gravitated to like fantasy games like that. You
Yeah.
know?
That's why you should play Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But I'm not gravitated to horror games like that either. You're not selling me on anything. That got like 6 NDs. What got like 6 NDs?
Which
Boulder
game?
Gate? Boulder Gate 3? This guy telling, I love how Broly Fist sold it though. He was like, Boulder Gate 3, bear sex and all. That's how it should be like marketed. If it was marketed like that, I would have been like
Exactly.
day one, you know? I think when that game came out, they were like talking about how you created your person and genitalia. If I could see my dick like in Cyberpunk, that would be fantastic. Cyberpunk was fun when you were making yourself. It was
Wow.
like, how do you want your dick? And you were actually created the growth and everything.
Oh my
and
God.
and it was just there swinging. But then I was disappointed because I wanted my guy to just be running out with t-shirt and no pants and just dick swinging, and they wouldn't let me.
Or you can have it talk to you, like in that Pamela Anderson TV show on Hulu. His shit was talking to him.
I haven't seen that, but I was thinking about the game High on Life, and yes, I would like my dick in the game to be able to just talk to me in the voice of like Morty. Oh, I don't know if we should, you know.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm just saying, Project CD, right? That's what they call it, Project
Yeah.
CD. Like, what was the point? Hold on, we're gonna have to close up on me right quick. What was the point on me spending valuable time working on my? I even asked my wife, like, "Hey, what size? You know, what size would best describe me?" And then at the end, it doesn't matter because you don't see it throughout the whole game. What was the point?
Nice.
You tell me. What was the point? If
No idea.
if we invested our time on our genitalia. Say even if it was a woman and it's like the size. I mean, well, the size of your breast. I mean, I guess you could tell, but like, oh, how does your nipples look? Like, if you invested the time on that, why can't we see it throughout the game?
That's true. It's a good point.
I'm just saying.
Instead of that's like the real world where you know your business, but nobody else knows your business.
There is a lot of sex in Cyberpunk though. One time I took it to the room and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play this game in my room. And she's knocked out. I got the door open and I'm like, uh-huh. And I just walked somewhere and this girl talked, hey, you want a good time? And I was like, I agreed to something. And next thing you know, it's just hardcore sex and it's loud. And I'm like, oh shit, wait, hold on. People probably walking by like, what the fuck's going on? It's okay.
If it was if they added sex in a Duke Nukem game, it would be like press A to hump.
Laura, is that you? I remember that. You go to the payphone. Laura, is that you? And I was like, cool. Tomb Raider Doom. Oh, not Doom. Tomb Raider. The fuck's this guy name? Tomb Raider Duke Nukem crossover is gonna happen.
Yes.
Never happened, guys.
Will never happen.
Never happened.
We've been waiting for a Duke Nukem movie for like 10, 15 years, and they keep announcing it, and then it just goes away.
Mm-hmm. Because, you can't do that. Now, you can't, man. I remember the last time the Duke Nukem game came out, and someone I knew was like protesting the shit out of it because of the display had him with the honeys, and she's all like, this is freaking, what's the word I'm looking for, man? This is making she was being feminist as fuck, and it was like, this is this and this and blah 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 blah. This is the same person who was like glorifying the fuck out of the America comic book, like the first issue.
Yeah.
Glorifying the fuck out of it because she's all, LGBTQ. But glorifying the fuck out of it, I'm gonna be honest with you, that issue run was horrible. Horrible. Even for the LGBTQ community, that shit was horrible. Someone else should do it and do it right. They fucking destroyed that. But hey, she loved that, but was like dissing the shit out of Duke Nukem.
But I'll say this. First of all, Duke Nukem Forever is like 12 to 14 years after Duke Nukem 3D. So in Duke Nukem Forever, he's rich, he's famous, he saved the world. He has his own building in Las Vegas. Yeah, if he wants to get a photo opportunity with some women, it's gonna happen.
He's gonna get his dick sucked. It's gonna happen. Phantom said Duke Nukem is basically Johnny Bravo in 2023. Yeah, pretty much. Laura, is that you? That's it. Look, if a live action movie happened, that's all he got. He got to go to a payphone. Laura, is that you? I'm gonna be like, yeah. I'm that mean of that one stream, like, oh, whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. The guy looked like Andrew WK, like he's wearing the same clothes.
He does.
All the time. Right? The fuck? Am I missing something?
I bet Andrew WK's shirt is all dirty and mustardy and.
Andrew W. Look, I envy the fuck out of Andrew WK. Do you want to know why?
Sure.
Because he's engaged to Kat Dennings.
Nice.
He got that. Remember earlier I was talking about like how you get to adjust your breasts in Cyberpunk?
Yes.
That woman is a goddess of breasts.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty epic. All the way back to 40-Year-Old Virgin, I was like, good God, she's got back problems.
Let's thank the God she didn't adjust that anyway. Don't worry, Andrew WK got it. He'll motorboat the shit out of it, and then he'll be able to bleed again, and it'll be the next album cover. Just
exactly.
just wanted to do a rim shot.
Or
Anyways,
she could like turn over in her sleep and choke him out with one titty, and
I
he died.
mean, I gotta like, you gotta lay on those every day. It's man, like, lucky son of a bitch, man. He's a good guy though, you know. Like, there's no hate. I have no hate for Andrew WK. That motherfucker is fantastic. That guy goes out there and just throws positivity at your way.
He was at that music festival I went to, Rocklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
but he was on a separate stage, and I think he played like early that day.
He just had to play one song. When you're gonna party, we're gonna party hard.
Are all his songs about partying?
I have no idea. I heard probably like 2 songs of his, man. But this motherfucker's made a living off of like being a motivational speaker, I think. From what I heard.
Every fucking music video or song I hear is about party, 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 party.
That's what he's all about, man. He's living the life. That's how he got Cat Dennings.
Lucky son of a bitch.
Lucky son of a bitch. It's like, hey girl, what's up? You know, when you want to party, we gonna party hard. That motherfucker went hard on that shit, man. You know what?
What if Andrew WK teamed up with Lil Jon?
Oh shit, when we're gonna party, we gonna party hard. I want it.
I want it too.
I want it. He did show up in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. That was a great show.
It is, and it's supposed to come back, I heard.
I forgot they made a new movie. I still haven't watched it.
I haven't watched the new movie yet, but the series is supposed to come back.
I'm supposed to watch it. Everything's coming back. Everything is coming back. Everything has come back. There's Tiny Toons is back. Futurama returned. Everything's coming back, yo. What's old is new again. Like me. Haha. I'm old.
I'm older than you.
And we're both new. So is Lil Jon. That's why we're trying to bring them back.
How old is Lil Jon? He's like he's like a little older than us.
He is not little, that's for sure. He's Big John now. Isn't Big John from like Robin Hood or something?
No, that was Little John.
Oh. Oh shit, Lil Jon's named after Robin Hood. I didn't know that. Speaking of that, I recently got my hands on the Prince of Thieves one. Extended version.
Oh, that's my shit. Yeah. I have to watch that at least once a year, the extended version. It's so great because there's more
There's more Costner in it?
No, the brother. Costner too, but there's more what's his name from
There's more Morgan Freeman in it?
No. Christian Slater.
There's more Christian Slater in it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what's fucking up. What the fuck? Hey, we're cutting this shit off right now. I'm watching Prince of Christian Slater. That's what I'm watching. If Christian Slater's involved in anything, I'm there. Do you know how excited I was when I watched the Willow series and Christian Slater was in it?
Hell yeah.
I didn't even know. I was like, yeah.
Back in like 2015, 2016, I was friends with these. We were like all the LGBTQ people.
I swear to God, if you were gonna say I was friends with Christian Slater, I was gonna stop this, fly over to you, and kill you for being his friend and not me.
I wish. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Continue.
Oh, you said you and the friends were part of the LGBT, and then you didn't know how to spell that.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister.
It was something to do with Christian Slater.
It's gone.
Ah.
It's fucking gone.
Do I have a womp womp? Do I have a... I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I interrupted her and just stopped this. It's just gonna leave you guys all in fucking, like, for the rest of your lives. You're gonna... What about the LGBTQ and your friends and Christian Slater? We'll never know now. Probably something about True Romance or some shit.
Oh, I remember.
There you go. I knew that would work.
There you go. We were in chat one day talking about all the shows that we watch, and I think, Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that was still around. And this girl that we were friends with, she'd always said Mr. Robot, and we're like, what is that? I watch TV all the time. I've never seen commercials for it. She's like, it's on USA. I was like, oh, they make crap except for, USA Up All Night.
Except for Monday Night Raw.
And so she kept talking about it and talking about it. I like finally went and looked at it. And one of the first pictures you see is Christian Slater. I was like, yep, I'm watching this show.
That's all he needed. It's like you're not there for Rami Malek. No, you don't even know who the fuck that was. Christian Slater, though.
I knew of him from that Speed. What is Need for Speed movie?
That's what I was gonna say too. Need for Speed. I knew of him from that Speed movie. The one with Keanu? No. The other one with Jesse Pinkman. Oh, and Jesse Pinkman and Tony Stark's father. Yo, no bull. Need for Speed was a really, really good movie.
I liked it.
Yeah, that movie was dope.
Like, it was serious when it needed to be, and then it had Rami Malek, like the comic relief, and he was really good at it. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, I don't know him from anything else, but you can tell, like, he was going to move on to big things, and he did.
He did. Now, kind of like, Need for Weed. That's the next one I'm working on. Need for Weed. It's gonna be like Harold and Kumar goes to White Castle, but just really fucking guys that need weed badly can't get their hands on it.
You just have a can of it that you can squeeze like in Popeye, and it just shoots in their mouth.
But it didn't. That's it. It wasn't spinach. It was weed. Popeye was doing that shit. He was high on weed. That's why for Need for Speed worked out. Like, I'm really excited about. Like, I want to see the Gran Turismo movie, and I'm not a big Gran Turismo like fan.
What's up with the movie posters for it though that say gamer turned into a racist or something like that?
I don't know if it says that.
Have you seen it? It's like a misprint or something. It's supposed to be like from gamer to racer, and then there's these posters that I've seen them online. It says from gamer to racist.
Really? Someone had to have adjusted that. Let me see if I can look. From gamer to racist is right there. It says, okay, I see it here. It says, let's see if I can get this over here, pop up on the screen for you guys real quick. Is this it right here? Is this it? Is this it right here? All right, we'll pop that up right there. All right, so right here we see from gamer to racer, right? But I don't see anything else. Someone had to have like adjusted it and just put racist.
Yeah.
From gamer
but still,
to racist.
It's pretty funny.
It's cool. Go ahead.
On one of my friends' groups, like pictures, he watches like bootlegged movies, like through a hacked Android TV box.
Mm-hmm.
So on one of the movie posters for one of the apps that he watches movies on, it had that picture on it.
From gamer to racist. Why they Photoshop the shit out of this? Like, he looks really fucking Photoshopped like crazy.
The guy from Stranger Things. There we go. I found it.
Yeah, David Harbour from Stranger Things.
He is like so fucking Photoshopped. You could tell like they just did a basic outline and removed background, and he was done.
Bam. And we got Legolas here. You barely see him anymore, his age. And then this kid, I know him from the show C. He was from that show.
I thought it, like at first from the previews, I thought it was that kid from the movie where the girl gets her head knocked off.
Hereditary?
Hereditary, yeah. It looked like that kid that like broke his jaw.
I don't know. I don't remember if he was in it. I have to see it again. I don't remember if he was in it. He probably was. He's also in that new Gal Gadot Netflix movie that's horrible.
Is it?
Horrible. I don't say that much. Horrible. Look, he has
Never say that.
he has a PS5 controller in his hand. That shows you that he races with that controller, not the steering wheel, with that controller. Yeah, it's horrible.
You're only supposed to use those controllers on submersibles.
Yes, and maybe if they use a PS5 controller, they would have made it.
Yes.
Nah, I think it was that whole thing itself was just fucked up, man. That whole thing itself was fucked up. The whole thing
Yeah.
itself was fucked up. It was that,
Oh
that
yeah.
controller had nothing to do with it. That whole
No,
thing
it was like the toilet paper tube with some
Mhm.
duct tape and a game controller, and
Mhm.
they're like, "Let's go."
they now show how it imploded and how it affects the body. They just died instantly.
Yeah, you would be conscious, like just, and then gone. Like you would
Mhm.
never. If you thought you felt it, then you'd be dead. Like
It'd be like,
just
what? And that's it. Like you're saying, what the fuck? No, what? And that's it. Just
what's that?
yup. You just hear.
It's like
Over with.
a balloon popping, except instead of going out, it goes in.
We're not laughing at it, but we are laughing. But we're not laughing. It's fucked up.
It- It's like we said the last podcast. Like the more fucked up it is, the funnier it is in
That's
a way, because it's
that's
like
fucked up.
a coping mechanism.
Yeah, man, you gotta laugh at the fucked up shit that happened. Like me getting in a car accident. You gotta laugh
You
at
sure
that.
did.
No, like recently I did get in a car
Oh,
accident. yes.
How many is this for you? Like 10? Do you get another punch on a car and you get a free fucking crash car after that?
I wish it was something like that, but I'm so mad at myself, man. The front passenger side headlight and bumper corners dented and cracked and all that shit. Lights still work though, so we're good. But yeah, I rear-ended another car in front of me because he slowed down from I don't know what to say. They like caved, they like cut a part of the street, right? So we were both going at the same speed, but when he got to that, he he slowed down to hit it. Like usually, like the motherfuckers when they slow down and go through it. Like this guy, like slowed down and like stopped to do it real slow, you know.
Yeah.
So by the time I realized it, I should have like my thing is that I should have kept a bigger distance, you know. So by the time I realized, I was like, oh shit, and I tried to turn, and when I turned, I just hit the corner of his bumper, back bumper.
Oh,
So
God.
it's like, psh. But yeah. Yeah, I was so pissed off and so mad at myself, and you know, Rosie was all like, it's fine, it'll be okay as long as you're good. She thought I was fucked up. They thought the car was even worse, but to me it hurts, you know, and it's like and then I realized that the side of the car is fucked up, right? And if you put it adjacent to my girl's lip, is like the same size. So it's like both of the things I love in my life got injured, and I'm so
Got
mad.
hurt?
So bad. But we're all good. All right. I told one of my coworkers because he also at his side of the car, and I'm like, look, man, we're bros. He was like, oh shit, really? And he looked at it, was like, damn, yo, your car look dope now, though. It got character. And I'm like, why, thank you.
He would love my front end of my Mercedes. I've hit a deer. I hit a wall. I hit one of those poles that you park in front of. Like my grill, not my grill, but the bumper is just like totally shredded.
Motherfucker, you need to get that fucking like twisted metal kind of bumper or something. You're constantly hitting. Get the bars.
Yes.
The bars. Let's start adding guns and shit. Might as well. Just
the
fucking
cattle
make the
guard.
roadkill. Yeah, just make the roadkill car. Just go out there and start doing shit.
I need a Mad Max car.
You're talking about me hitting like you. I hit a deer. I almost hit a deer once. It's funny. It's funny shit. I gotta watch out for these motherfuckers because on going to the airport, you pass a forest preserve, right? So there's deers there. They're just out there. You'll see them. But one time, like years ago, we're driving from work, and it's dark, and this fucking deer ran out. And I swear to God, hold on, we gotta zoom into me. I swear to God, this deer went out, and he saw the light. And I just saw his face like this. So and this is when LP rolled with me. Me and LP just see they're like, oh shit, right? And then we're like, oh shit. So everybody's just like, oh shit. We dodged him though because he went like that and he turned and I fucking swerved, but I almost hit that motherfucker.
Wow.
I'll never forget that face, man. That deer literally was like wide-eyed and shit. That's what you get. Why the fuck did you just jump in front of the street? Pendejo.
I had a funny incident with a raccoon one time. Have I told you that story?
No. Was his name Rocket?
It should have been. When I first moved to California, I lived in Glendale, and we had a little like one-bedroom apartment with 3 of us in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a stoop that you had to get into to go up inside.
The stoop?
Stoop. So we had to smoke outside. So I go outside, and they had one of those big square fans in front of the door because it was really hot outside. And so I had to walk over that, and I go to light up, and I just see these big-ass eyes, like glowing eyes peeking up from under the stoop. Exactly. So I freaked out. I ran inside and knocked over the fan. I tripped over it, was screaming. And my roommates were like, what? I was like, there's something out there. And they looked, they're like, it's just a raccoon.
But when you see those eyes, boy, was he like this? Excellent.
Probably, if it was too dark. All I saw was his big ass eyes.
I wish I confronted a raccoon. Broly Fist, you are right. I should have had a dash cam. Or maybe it would have not helped me out at all.
That's becoming like a huge thing now. Like, it's almost, I've heard in some countries it's mandatory.
We should. Every car should be like with a dash cam. Why you gotta get one?
Yeah.
I might as well just get one. I could literally just use my phone though, if you're thinking about it. Like, just put on there and just record and shit.
Yeah, but like, it's constantly recording. So like, when they see those meteorites or like UFO or car wrecks or, stuff like that, a lot of them are getting captured on those Nest cameras and dash cams.
Fuck that. Let's not stop at a dash. Let's get 360 degree cam. I'm talking front, side, back. I want to get everything. If I had something like that, I could have captured the freaking funny drama I saw on my way to work Sunday, when there was this Mexican family selling water on the street, right? They're selling drinks to the cars.
Oh, nice.
But they were at a spot where this homeless woman is begging for change, right? So she was mad at him. She started telling him like, oh, somewhere out there. And he's all like, just short, just smiling. He's like, you go over there. And I was just like, damn, she's pissed the fuck off because that is her spot. And he's all there making business. He's like, I don't give a shit. Go over there to that side of the street. I'm over here. And then he walked up to the car and he's like, you're crazy. She's over here. You want water? I'm just laughing.
That's awesome.
That's you see it. I could have captured that.
Could have.
Well, all well.
What was that video back in the day, like maybe 15 years ago? And it was this guy doing a news report for the news and just said like fuck it, and he ran over into stopped traffic and had a hammer and just started smashing windows in.
No, I don't know nothing about that.
It's pretty awesome.
That sounds crazy. He just had it?
Yeah, he just had the hammer with him.
The news reporter?
No, the guy that did the smashing, he had a hammer, but they didn't see it.
Oh, I thought you said the news reporter. Like he was just there. This is what I envisioned. It's like, yeah, this is me right here live on the. You know what? fuck this, and then just grab the hammer and just start smashing shit live on TV.
I would pay to see that.
That's what I thought he did. That would have been dope.
No, but that's pretty funny.
It is. Let's go to Bill Jackson on traffic right now. He's on the I-90. Yeah, I'm here in the I-90 and fuck this.
Like that Southern reporter that the bug flew in his mouth. He turned all country. The goddamn bug flying in my mouth. Can't see pollen.
Yes. I would have been pissed off too, man. I would have been pissed off too.
That's hilarious.
That's when you're like, man, I gotta find something else. Fuck, they got me out here dealing with this shit. We gotta find something else.
I'm too old for this shit.
I'm way too old for this shit. But what we're never too old for is screenshotting the news. Oh man, the segues are amazing. Yeah.
Screenshot the news.
Yeah, here we are. Okay.
I love it.
Well, in this week's Screenshot the News, we're going to step up our screenshotting with you actually looking at the screenshot. Ayo! Yeah! And here's the first screenshot we got right here.
Let me see if we're in sync here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Zack Snyder announces Rebel Moon video game.
What? I didn't know about this.
It just happened, like, it was announced like
well,
hours ago.
I see 1 hour ago right there. I didn't know. Oh, shit. Oh,
Screenshot.
shit. Well, we back to the screen. Sorry. I didn't know about that. I know that the trailer came out today.
Okay.
I know about that. And I haven't seen it yet because I was like, I'm not going to watch this off my phone. I want to watch this on a TV or something, because it's
Right.
like, this seems like it's a big deal. It's 2-part, whatever. I'm all down. We here in the Machine Room podcast, I would like to say that, I speak for you and I, we are Zack Snyder stans, okay? Like, this motherfucker is,
I'm going to get a Zack Snyder tramp stamp.
it's gotta say Daddy Snyder.
Yeah. Property of
Daddy
Snyder.
You gotta go find this motherfucker and see him at a convention and just be like, hello, and just show him that.
Check
He's
it.
gonna yeah, okay, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
And then be like, you the motherfucking man.
There was a big thing about the Indian motorcycle a few years ago where they were talking about giving away a new motorcycle. I was like, I'll get a full body back tattoo of an Indian motorcycle if you give me one for free.
Damn.
No one got back to me. I was like, you're
Man, they fucked up, man.
missed out.
That was advertisement like crazy. But this is a good announcement. I mean, there's like a lot of hype for this movie right now, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but a video game. I hope it's like, when they make a video game to something, I hope they have like at least some good people behind it and work on it. But yeah, I'm all down for that. Like, hell, I would like Army of the Dead video game right now. Matter of fact,
Yes.
because I think that was fucking awful.
It's
Awesome,
crazy
not
because,
awful.
Zack Snyder's done a lot of stuff, but it's usually he did, of course, a lot of DC stuff and remakes. And so, like, there's not many movies that are like, 100% original from him. So I really hope that this new series is good because I can shove it in people's faces when they talk about ending the Snyderverse.
It's not a series though. It's a movie.
Yeah, I know, but what I say.
2-part. You said new series.
Oh, movies is what I meant. Yeah.
Two movies. Why stop at 2 though? Usually you gotta do 3. Doing a 2-parter.
But when I had originally heard about this project, I heard it was 3 movies because they were talking about the first one, and then they said the sequels. I don't know.
I don't know either because all I saw was like 1. No, 2. This one comes out in December, And then how the fuck do I get out of this now? I don't fucked up. This one comes out in December, and then the second one comes out in April.
Okay.
That's all I know. And I thought I had this on a fucking like. Wait, maybe if I go like this, and then open, and then I'm trying to do this so I just like. Okay, there you go. Yeah, now we're good. Now we're good. All right, I'm trying to do this so I could just like fucking use the arrow and just go to the next screen and shit.
Exactly.
You see how she make it? You see how she making me do all this work, ladies and gentlemen, listening, those watching. Like, this is all on me. She just gets all the cool shit done. It's like, all right, now you put it together, and I'm the one who's got to make the cake. Like it's a lot of work right here. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Indian food.
Oh shit, no, that'll fuck you up. All right, so now we're going over here to this news. I saw this as well. The director of Blue Beetle, which by the way is Puerto Rican, has a rowdy. The director of Blue Beetle has already found his next movie, a buddy comedy that has Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista in talks to star.
Yes.
I'm for it.
I'm all about it. That's where we got the name of today's episode is Motista Bromance. I'm all about it.
You remind me of is when Bautista came back his last run in WWE and he was wearing blue and then they called him Blue Tista.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it was
there
like
you go.
Crazy blue for no reason, like blue shoes, blue trunks. It was like that was too. Why? There was nothing else, just blue. I have not seen Blue Beetle yet. I know it was a busy weekend. I had with a car accident and then trying to find out an estimate and then the block party on Saturday, so it was a busy weekend. But I'm hearing great things about it. Hell, even Randy hit me up today and told me it was fucking good. And from what I've seen, the clips, seems awesome. Of course, I'm gonna really be like very supportive to a Puerto Rican filmmaker, and this just seems great. I love Jason Momoa and Fast X.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Bautista is the shit in everything he does as well. So
I was just watching Guardians of the Galaxy the other day, and like it's like I can't wait for Bautista's scenes. Like the way that he delivers the lines, and it's like funny, but it's not supposed to be funny, and like it makes it more funny. Like he just nails it. And then he was in Blade Runner 2049. Is that right?
Yeah.
He was amazing in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything I see him in, I just love it. And then of course I love Jason Momoa. I would break lesbian code to be with Jason Momoa.
Jason, man, no, like you gotta watch Fast X because that guy just like stole every scene.
Of course.
I swear to God, the movie, if it was without Momoa's acting, it'll be decent. But because of Momoa, it's a fucking masterpiece. I don't know how to explain it. Like this man ate the scenes that he knew what kind of world and genre we were in already, Like he knew like, nah, this is we're in the fucking like cartoon comic book superhero kind of stupid shit. I know what to do here. And he just fucking had a blast with it that him alone is why I keep going back to that movie and watching it. But
I was on he was on my Instagram, and the days that he was filming his scenes for that movie, and then he would go and shoot something for his Instagram about it, still in full costume, and like he couldn't stop smiling. Like he was just like a shit-eating grin. I was like, he must really be loving what he's doing.
He clearly was having fun. Look, even Scooby in the chat is agreeing. Like that dude took the whole movie. He was amazing. I I heard in an interview his character was wearing like lavender, colors,
Mhm.
like lavender purple kind of shit, and the car was lavender and all this stuff was lavender. He said the only reason he wanted all that was because he knew his mom hated that color lavender. So he wanted her to fucking deal with that shit like a joke or something.
Ouch.
He just did it like that.
That's
And
like if I did something like that for my mom and I used yellow roses, she would fucking go mental.
he would fucking hate every scene you were in. I also read something or seen a headline recently that Dave Bautista said that he made more money off of doing like Guardians than he did wrestling.
Wow.
Yeah. So you see
It's
why
a hard game. There's like multiple documentaries and docu-series and stuff about how little the fucking wrestlers get unless you're like The Rock or He-Man,
He-Man.
the Hulk, the Hulkster. Uh, yeah, they have to like branch out so that they can try to break even.
Oh man, I remember that. I remember WrestleMania like 19 when He-Man came out and faced the fucking Hulk Hogan. This shit was epic. You can't step up to that. Oh man, but who's gonna step up to Charles Martinet, who's stepping down from voicing Mario?
Are they getting rid of him because somebody said his voice was racist?
Nah, I mean, I heard that he's becoming an ambassador. That's what he's doing now. He's gonna be like, he's like an ambassador kind of shit. Why? I really don't know, but people are like losing their minds over this decision.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's whatever.
I thought it was sad because like I've gotten used to his voice and I like it, but you see fucking better voice actors that can do, other people's voices on TikTok and YouTube and stuff better than the actual person.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, man. It's not a big deal. And look, everybody talks shit about Chris Pratt being Mario in the movie, and then everybody saw the movie and they loved it, and the fucking movie made over $1 billion. So, chill. It's just a voice. It's okay, man.
Speaking of which, Barbie made $1 billion.
Barbie is gonna make $2 billion. I said it right here. I'm fucking that motherfucking.
What's the lady that plays her?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, yeah. I heard that the whole reason why they greenlit the movie anyway is that Margot Robbie went to the studio and was like, I want you to do Barbie because it'll make $1 billion. And they're like, bet.
I hope that's the real conversation they had.
That's literally the first time I've ever said bet in that context.
I really hope the CEO of Warner Bros. Like, I bet. Let's make this movie. Let's do whatever you want, girl.
Yes.
Bet.
And it worked.
It fucking worked. I mean, for those who haven't seen it, trust me, it's worth that $1 billion. Like, I'm surprised too, but I'm more surprised like how fucking good that movie was for no reason.
And then movie execs go up to Margot Robbie and they're just like, on God.
Who the fuck's the execs of Warner Brothers? It's making a lot of sense now.
That's where Tupac's been hiding. He's been controlling Warner Brothers for years.
That's why he's fucking up the DCU and shit?
You're on the wrong coast, homie.
Hey, yo, I don't like this fucking shit Snyder doing. Cut that shit. Hey, yo, them Guardian movies were dope. Bring that motherfucker gun over here. Gun Clan. Jesus. That's how I assume all fucking things, all fucking conversations and businesses are now handled like that.
Exactly.
Just I bet.
It's in emojis. You just hold up your favorite emoji.
All right, here we go back to something that I didn't even know was still in service. But
yeah, dude. at Netflix ends DVD service by sending up to 10 surprise discs to subscribers. So, like, this is funny because this is how Netflix started. And it's so dead that, like, they had even had to make two separate websites. There was the regular Netflix, and then there was the one just for getting DVDs and stuff. But I would think that there would be enough people still with DVD players, like old people and stuff.
Nah, I mean, like I'm surprised it's still around because they transfer over to streaming, and like even old people got like, oh, I got my son's streaming service, or I got my little grandson's streaming service, and then they call you up and they're like, hey, little Sonny, how can I get on that? Like, oh, jeez, you press the Netflix button on the controller, yeah. Okay, do I go to you? No, I made you an
No.
account. Oh my god.
That's exactly how it was getting my mom to use the internet at first. What's this button do? That closes it. What's this button do? It opens it. No, you closed it. Now you gotta start over.
It's such a like I'm still surprised DVDs a thing. Like, who the fuck is buying DVDs? Come on. Like VHS didn't last this long. What the fuck? It didn't.
I don't know.
No,
Really.
once DVDs came in, VHS was like going out.
Dude, it was gone. I remember that at Best Buy they still had VHS, and then like a couple, like a few DVDs came out, and people were like, "Oh wow, look at that!" And I swear to God, the next week it was all DVDs.
All of it. It was just gone, man. It was the transition was quick. And then once Blu-ray came out, it's like, all right, all DVDs are gone. Nope, they still kept that shit. They started off with the whole Blu-ray DVD combo, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll get these, and when I transition to Blu-ray, I'll have a Blu-ray copy.
Exactly.
And
but
then,
first they had HD DVDs, and then Blu-rays, and then everybody was like, "Yeah, these Blu-rays are better," and they're like, "Bet."
No, that was Microsoft and fucking
Sony.
Yeah, that was Microsoft and Sony. Sony's like Blu-ray, and then Microsoft's like, I bet HD. They lost that bet. They lost that shit hard, and the first thing to make them lose was you had to buy that external fucking HD player.
Oh my god, we had those, and I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing ever. And it wasn't even that, like, it looked good, but it wasn't like Blu-ray good.
I have a friend that bought a couple of those damn HD movies. Sorry, buddy. Those are useless. Sorry for your loss, bro. And now we went into 4K, and we're still in the Blu-ray. That's a harder transition.
It is.
It's still, look, we got DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. Like, come on. You got to cut the DVD off by now. Everybody got to fucking...
I just want real simple. I just want every movie ever made available for streaming, period.
And that's why you get the fucking digital copy. That shit's brilliant. That's brilliant. I don't know about this next one, though, because why you gotta have Batman against everybody and their mama? Like, let's leave Santa Claus alone.
Santa's going hard. I can tell.
Look, the only Santa Claus going hard is the one from American Dad, where he keeps, like, every Christmas trying to kill the fucking family.
He does.
I get it.
Maybe it's that Santa that Batman has to fight.
I don't know. This Santa looks pretty happy. I don't know what Batman did. Batman did something, because how you going to piss off Santa Claus like that?
Maybe he's possessed by Darkseid.
I don't know. This is gonna be a Christmas crossover that I gotta see. Maybe they team up. I don't know. This
you gotta read it for the listeners.
Right? But I mean, like, even Santa Claus versus Superman, I think Santa Claus got an advantage because he's magic.
He's magic. He can fly within hours of like darkness to deliver presents all over the world.
And you telling me, and maybe it's Bill Goldberg Santa? Ooh, shit, yeah, that the Batman really doesn't have a chance. Santa sleigh, man. That Goldberg Santa was fucking deadly. I don't know, man. I don't know how much prep time Batman got to try to take out Santa Claus. He can't
Maybe
pull up
it's
on Santa.
maybe it's the robot Santa from Futurama.
Oh, thank God you said Futurama because I was thinking there's an actual movie with a robot Santa and we watched it last year. I think it was fucking horrible. It was so bad. It was so horrible. You know, it makes you wonder. Like people make movies, and they're like, yeah, 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 I like this. Yeah, yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah, cut, print that movie. Like, like I question, like, did you watch it after you edited it? Because I'm pretty sure you could have cut a lot. I don't know, man. And then it always like it's like one of those real low budget ones, you know, where it has your typical lighting. You talk about my red and blue, you know, that kind of
Yeah.
lighting where it's like red over here and blue over there, and it's just your typical like nobody's fucking place has that kind of lighting or alley or anything. You know, it's just your typical fucking
It's true.
whatever, man. See, Nez sometimes doesn't like movies.
It goes on a rant.
Yeah. Don't
You'll
wa-
like the next one though.
Oh shit.
Nerf movie and the works almost already happened.
Call me up right now.
Yeah!
I want to be involved in this. I already got the weapons. I got
All I have now is the gun and a sword.
the guns. Oh, and by the Brooklyn Nine-Nine writer? Come on.
Yes.
I'm that kind of humor, you know? I got friends who is that kind of humor. We could do this, you know? Andy Samberg. I know you're going to be involved in this somehow. Call me up. I got Nerf guns right there. My whole Instagram and TikTok
All
and
that.
X and Threads, all that shit's right here. Just contact me.
Hit us up.
Hit
Yeah,
me at DMs. I got guns. You want to see a picture of me and all my Nerf guns?
I do. I want you to look like what's the guy? I'm retarded. Max something Max.
Max Steel?
Max no. Max Payne.
Oh, Max Payne
Max
was good.
Payne style. Yeah.
I could do that. It's like picture of me like fucking, you know, doing the movie Dodge with two
Yes.
Nerf guns in my hand. I'm excited for this. This will be cool. I got like we're in the fucking remember the time period when it was like let's take an old TV show and make a movie out of it and then make a parody of the TV show through the movie or whatever shit kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know, you had Dukes of Hazzard, the Beverly Hillbillies, the Brady Bunch, Charlie's Angels. You know, now we're going through like chips. Now we're going through like toys. We got Barbie, you got Transformers, we're still kind of serious. And now because of Barbie, it's like, hey, fuck it, Nerf.
You know what cartoon needs a reboot series? It's Mask.
Yeah. All that shit.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All that shit back then. I'll take all that shit back then. You know why? Because everything back then was just like advertisement. And now they could really like focus on story.
That's what they said why Thundercats, the remake, didn't do so well because the studio people immediately wanted to make toys out of all the figures, and they're like, this isn't that kind of show. This is story oriented. We're doing an origin story and all this stuff, and like they just want toys.
Yeah.
They're like, if you make a stupid show, then we're gonna sell $1 billion of toys, and we're not gonna give you any of the profits.
I don't know. They did focus hard on that He-Man show, and I see the toys all the time at the fucking the stores. These kids don't know nothing about He-Man.
No.
They don't know anything about He-Man. Oh, I want to go back to the chat because Phantom is like, who has greater plot armor, Batman or Santa? Santa can literally pull anything out of the sack. Exactly. I understand Batman. Like maybe, was it Adam West Batman? Because that motherfucker just pulls shit out of nowhere. You know, whatever he needed.
Sack.
He said sack. Instead of Hasbro, it'll call Nasbro.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Burly Fist wants a Punky Brewster remake.
Bring it.
I I never got into Punky Brute. What was the Pippi Longstocking? I got into her more than I did Punky Brewster.
Punky Brewster was like an android daughter, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, she was like an android, right? Or cyborg. She was a robot daughter, and the show was about her, and then trying to keep it a secret from people, whatever. I remember listening to a podcast about it, and the show was a hit, but then it was like, how much more can you do? you know, they couldn't keep it like going and whatever. But yeah.
She was a cyborg, is what Brolyfa says.
Ah, oh, oh, oh. Well, Naz, she was a cyborg to be clarified and shit. I'm so sorry. Phantom Knight, did you see Batman traveling the multiverse and he meets Adam West Batman? Then he uses shark spray he gets from him.
Yes.
He's like, finally a Batman that is more prepared than myself. You see? He knew.
Fucking shark spray, yo.
He knew Adam West Batman was the best.
Didn't he have bomb repellent or something silly?
He had all the repellent. If a hooker came up to Batman and was like, you want a good time? He had, get away from me, Jezebel. Hole repellent spray. Bat hole repellent spray. Come on, Robin, old chum.
I love it.
And what are the bestest chums we had growing up? Well, these two right here. Mark Hamill and... Shit, I forgot his name. What was his name? What's Batman's name? Who voiced him?
Oh, shit. Conway.
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy, yeah.
There you go. Those were two old chums. Yeah, I heard this news that Mark Hamill's retiring from playing the Joker like a long time ago after he passed away. Is this an old thing or?
I think so.
Yeah. This looks old, my dude.
Because that wasn't what I had next.
I don't know why that showed up next.
There!
Shut the fuck up. That's what you gotta tell him. Hey, shut the fuck up.
The next one should be the Power Rangers one.
There you go. Well, that showed up before Power Rangers for some reason, so you tell me.
No idea.
Anyways, yeah, this is big. This is really big, but why does David Yost look surprised? Like, what? Like, he just woke up.
You look like they were like, say cheese. Huh? Click.
But no, this is big news for me. I'm a big Power Ranger fan. You know, I knew of him coming back, but I thought it was just the anniversary, special that was fantastic. But he is officially part of the new season. So that's a big freaking honor, and I don't know. It's like it feels deserved, because Billy was such a big character in Power Rangers, and especially after what happened to him behind the scenes and him dealing with personal shit, to come back to this and being so like we accepting him like crazy, because we never had a problem with David Yost or Billy or anything like that.
The problem was he was working on set, and a lot of the people that worked behind the cameras were very homophobic and would walk by and say mean shit to him, and he finally was like, I'm out. I can't put up with this. So for him to come back means that all those people had to be gone, and it's better now, and he doesn't have to worry about that bullshit.
And he's not just coming back. He's coming back with, like, a force, because this guy is, like, he has some pull in the creativity from what I heard, Like, that special was, like, an idea of his. Like, he was like, oh, what if it was like this, blah, blah, blah. And now he's, like, even more working more with them. And this, like I said, the people who's been working on the show for the last 2 years or whatever, or since the season before this, know their Power Ranger lore. So they're really like putting everything into it and know about their backstory. And who better than someone who actually was there, fucking David Yost as Billy, and he put his own little thing into it. So yeah, I'm excited to see him there. He's a legendary Power Ranger. Nobody's done this before but Jason David Frank, and now it's David Yost.
Now they need to have a Forever Blue episode.
You know it's gonna happen. Look, all I ask because this is what needs to happen. I understand that he's just gonna probably just keep being like in his Blue Ranger kind of shit. But what if there happens to be this new Ranger and
The
he's like,
Platinum Ranger.
like he's like he got a fucking uh ice like Flavor Flav and shit,
Yes.
and the
Or
big ass
he's,
top hat.
or he's like the Diamond Ranger, and he's like, I put diamonds in my dookie to see it twinkle.
Phantom, you did bring a good question. Didn't Billy fall in love with an alien? He went to live on the planet, so he didn't rapidly age. Yes, and they have to explain that, and they will. He kind of hinted at it at the end of the anniversary special, but
Isn't Cat actually a cat?
she was at first, yeah, and then came to life.
Awkward.
Hey, she's sexy as hell as a human, so we
She
can't.
is.
And
Especially now, even though she looks like a total like soccer mom,
they
she's
all
still
like
badass.
something happened. Like I don't know. Like, do they inject them with something when they become Power Rangers? Because they don't fucking age horribly. Everybody look good as shit still. Everybody. Fucking David Yost is like what in his 50s? He's looking
Yeah.
good. Fucking
I'm
Zach.
hoping this is gonna be something steady for him, because like his resume is bananas if you look at it.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been
no,
doing shit all over the place.
yeah, no, he's good. He's really good now, and he really he mentioned like he really loved the production people and all this going on, and they really listen to him, and he has ideas, and they're I'm excited to see what comes up. I mean, this next season is gonna have Billy back, and the main bad guy is Lord Zed. I'm in it.
I might even watch it.
That's what's up. Yeah. But what's not up? These fucking franchising flopping. Why?
Who's flopping?
The next thing, big budgets, big headaches. Why Indiana Jones 5 and Mission Impossible 7 are struggling to make a profit.
And from what I hear, like, they're good movies. I've heard nothing but good news about Indiana Jones and Mission Impossible, as much as I want them to stop making them. But
I could only speak for Mission Impossible. I saw it, and yes, I loved it. I I mentioned how, to tell you the truth, I don't even remember if I've seen any other Mission Impossible at the movies besides the first one. I can't really remember. I don't know if I've seen them all at home, but when I saw Mission Impossible 7, it gave me the same kind of feeling when I saw the first Mission Impossible in theater. I was like at awe, and it's mostly because you could tell like they were trying to go back to that first one on how it was directed, the pacing.
It's the best one.
Yeah, the first one is hands down the best one in my opinion too. And the director was trying to get his freaking who was the director? Fuck man, I know the director. This is bad. This is always bad. Every time I'm on here,
when you're 40 and up, this is just what happens.
but it's like I don't have this problem on my own. Never. I know who the fuck direct this shit. I know people's names, but for some reason when I'm on here, I can't fucking remember who did it. Brian De Palma. Thank you. God.
I'm giving you a contact dump.
For real. I know fucking directors' names. That's fucking. Anyways, they really try to get, they try to make it like Brian De Palma did the first Mission Impossible. So I speak for that movie. It was fantastic. Can't wait for the next part to it because it ended really good. It didn't end like Fast X, so it's just like, bang, it just ends. Like leaving you on a real cliffhanger. This one has an ending. It's a cliffhanger, but it has an ending. And it's
Nice.
like, oh, you got to see the next one. You can't wait to see the next one to see how the story progresses. But this one has an ending.
The only one I saw in theater was 2, and the John Woo one, and I fucking love it.
The John Woo one, it's like a love hate relationship because I love it for it being John Woo and the craziness that it does, but I hate it because it went far away from the Brian De Palma, you know?
It's totally different. Like Brian De Palma's is like, darker and serious and espionage, and you can't trust anybody, and that person's dead, but he's not dead, and all this stuff. And then John Woo was like double guns and weird flips and motorcycles.
And he was kicking ass. Like it looked dope. It's crazy, but when you see him all back to back, like two, like it feels like it never happened. You know,
It's
like
it's bananas. It
it's
makes
like
no sense.
it's like an alternate world that this happened with the Ethan
Like
Hook.
Highlander 2, where it's like all in the future, and there's like this ray, like, protecting him and shit, and he has to
Mm-hmm.
take it down, and everybody hated it. Like all the movies after that take place disregarding that movie.
Yeah, they just retcon everything. That's how I feel like
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 3 did it. Like they just retcon and they just kept going from there. But like I said, I 2 is like on the lower spectrum of my Mission Impossible. But with that being said, I don't hate it. I still love it, but it's not my favorite one. You know?
If it was on TV right now, would you
Oh,
watch it?
yeah, I'll be like, is this the part? I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait to see him do that kick. And then he does the kick. He does a super kick at the end and just finish him off.
Hell yeah.
Slow motion. I mean, it's a good movie. It's nothing like I wouldn't be like, oh, I could never see this movie. It's like, no, if I watched Mission Impossible all over again, I would still see the second one. If I watched the Ninja Turtle movies, I would skip the third one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah. you
Like
see?
The Crow, the fourth one never happened to me. I just nah.
Yeah, you
There's
see,
no fourth one. There is.
sometimes there's one in the series that you just can't skip. Now, Indiana Jones, sadly, I never got to go see it. I wanted to go see it, but I think what Phantom Knight is saying in the chat, it's probably true. Like you're spending a lot of money that
Yeah.
probably you don't need to spend to make these movies, and the fan base of these are whoever like grew up with them.
Yeah.
I think Mission Impossible 7 was just a bad time, because it was out right before Barbieheimer,
Mhm.
like people were waiting for that, and it fell flat right before it. Indiana Jones 5 is just like, it's only people like us who grew up with Indiana Jones, like, oh, we want to see this movie.
I grew up with it and I love it. I think in a lot of ways I used to love Indiana Jones more than Star Wars.
Mhm.
But I don't think they should have made a movie after 3.
But they
I
did.
think 3 was a great ending. It's even called The Last, and they ride off into the sunset and it ends and you're like, that's the best movie ever. And then many years later, like, oh, aliens.
I like how he was like, the last Indiana Jones, the last That's the movie right there. I don't know. I mean, I bet you when we finally watch it, it's gonna be dope. But yeah, it's a hard time. People are talking about the Transformer movie, the one that just came out. Like it didn't make a lot, compared to
People,
the list of the Transformer movies,
Yeah.
it didn't match up to those. But they gotta
Yeah.
understand this is a different time,
dude, people are burnt out. Like, stop making Transformers movies.
But the thing
all we
is,
wanted was Bad Boys 3.
the thing is that even though it didn't make the profit that they expected, it still was a widely liked and loved movie. The new one, like really, like people put it up there as like one of their best Transformer movies, which it is.
Wow.
Like nobody. That's the thing. Like it didn't make the profit that they were expecting, but it also wasn't that much of a fucking like flop because it made a good profit and it was critically acclaimed by everybody who saw it. Like people
Mhm.
loved it for like being the most Transformer movie. Like real talk, it was like the most Transformer movie. It's different too. Remember there was a time period in the pandemic was like, oh, this movie made $25 million. It's a hit. But now it's like
Yeah.
this movie made $25 million. It's a flop. But it's like, no, it's not. It's just times are different. The whole Barbieheimer though is like it stepped up cinema, so now they're expecting that to be every fucking movie. They're expecting, oh, if Barbie made $1 billion and Oppenheimer made this much, then this movie's got to make this much too.
And
People are going
Avatar
to the
2,
movies.
Avatar 2, they were like, this better make at least $1 or $2 billion because that's how much money they spent to make it.
But the Avatar one still I like the movie was dope. I loved it, but I don't know who the fuck went to go see it. Like real talk, I don't know who did. Me, LP. That's the only two people I know who did. I think there's some people in the chat gonna say like I went to go see it, but like I don't know anybody. But let me tell you, when I was over there in Disney and I was at the Avatar fucking place, what is it called, Pandora? Yeah, there's hardcore fans. Yeah, I've seen them, but they're like hidden because I never see them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
So their motherfuckers are out there. I never see them. So that shit surprised the hell out of me. But Hollywood need to chill. Money is money. You making something out of it. You also gotta wait until the international shit. Like Blue Beetle right now took out Barbie from the #1 spot, but they didn't project the numbers that they wanted. But it also hasn't made its way overseas yet.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait. But with that being said, like I said, everybody's saying it's a really great movie. It's not getting the response like The Flash did, where they were like, oh, it's fucking awful or whatever. Now they're saying, like, people are saying this is a really, really great movie. But if we want to talk about a really, really great movie, let's talk about the motherfucking original Super Mario Brother movie, motherfuckers. Hell yeah! I don't give a shit. Like, if you're listening right now and you're like, pfft, or if you're in the chat room and you're like, pfft, screw you, suck ass, the original Super Mario Brother movie is a fucking masterpiece for what it is. I love it.
For what it is, yeah. Like,
yes.
The story for what it is, if you removed it from the video games, it's actually pretty genius.
Look, just think about it like this. It's Mario Brothers avant-garde,
Mhm.
That's what it is. It's Mario Brothers avant-garde. It's so fucking good for what it is. And there's a 4K release. The only thing I know is that there's a 4K release in Japan in the theaters.
Oh, wow.
That's the only release is going to Japan. But if that exists, then I want a fucking 4K release here in America at home. I'm talking Super Mario Brothers 4K 1995 or whatever the fuck this movie came out, and something special, collector's edition, steelbook, whatever it is, because believe it or not, there's people like me who actually enjoy watching this fucking movie.
Preach.
I'm telling you, man, this sometimes, like, look, it's a feat when you can do something like this and it works. I understand it's not everybody's taste, but there's a fan base like also for the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter movie that love it, for what it is, and that's good because trust me, it could have been like the King of Fighter movie, and that's god awful. So,
or Mortal Kombat 2.
Or Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2 at least had good fights, and the designs were nice. But once it gets into like that third act, you're like,
this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad.
So I just go back and I just like if I want to watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I was like, let me see that fight scene on YouTube. And that's it.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm done. It was like Cyrax versus Jax. There you go. Yes, that music.
That is the best fight.
That's
That's the best fight.
Is there a fan base for the Legend of Chun-Li movie?
No.
Fuck you, Scooby, man. I swear to God, if there's ever a fucking King of Fighters 4K release, like that movie should just be like that print of that movie should just be like destroyed worldwide. Is there look, I think kind of low key there. Okay, look, from what I've seen, there's a fan base for the Chun-Li movie because of the Chris. Oh shit, I don't know what that kid's name is. He's from American Pie. The one who was like the really good looking guy, but he was really shy. He was in also
Oh yeah.
he was in that movie Rollerball as well. Remember?
I love that guy, Chris
Yeah.
something.
I think like I get it confused because I know it was like Klein or Pine, but those are other Chris Kleins and Pine, so I don't know which one
Yeah.
his name is. Um, so oh, that he was in that Chun Li movie and he played Charlie, but his acting was like so fucking bad. But it's entertaining how he acted that I even use his face as emotes in my fucking channel.
Of course
And
you would.
and it's like we like I saw a video where they just cut and used all his fucking acting scenes. And that alone made me like the Chung Li movie, just for him. But yeah, it's not exactly the best. Anyways, Super Mario Brothers 4K, I want to have it.
I think you skipped one.
I shouldn't have because I'm going just like right like next to each other.
There should be one for the Netflix one.
Uh-huh. The last Netflix I saw was a DVD one. And then
It's from IGN. Well, I'll just say it.
Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was next. Come on, girl. Right here, it was
Oh,
next.
then my shit's wrong.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why is my shit out of order?
I
Sorry,
don't
go
know.
ahead.
Well, yeah, Scott Pilgrim. It was funny because it was the anniversary last week. I think it was last week, and then I watched it, and then the next day it was like the anime is coming out and it's being voiced by everybody from the movie, and I'm like, fuck yes. Like I knew of it, but it was cool to finally see footage of it, and I'm
Yes.
so
It
hyped.
looks so good. I'm
It's
so happy for it.
so high, and it clearly, like, from what I've seen, they're doing the manga, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be its own little thing too. So I saw some stuff there that I was like, oh, that was in the manga, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna go, their own way and whatnot. And yeah, I'm. This is great. I love the fact that after 13 years, Scott Pilgrim is still part of pop culture. There's a fan base constantly growing for this movie that wasn't there back then. It was like a close little niche of people that fucking loved Scott Pilgrim and knew of it, but everybody else was like, "Oh, this is stupid, it's hipster." But over the years, people have been catching it on TV, on streaming, and they fell in love with this movie, and rightfully so, because Scott Pilgrim is really, really fucking great.
That's how I found it, because like I didn't know about the mangas and all that stuff, and so I just thought it was like some movie with all the hip kids at that time acting like hipsters.
That's what people were
And
saying. I was like,
and
"Did you see
they're
the
just like
trailer?"
doing regular shit, and then all of a sudden they were fighting. It was like, what the fuck? That looks stupid. And then one time it came on HBO after it first went, left the theater, and I was waiting for my drummer to come over so that we could practice. And I sat there and watched the whole movie. I was like, this is amazing.
You should have been there. You should have been there. But it's okay because it became a cult classic, and like every year they're celebrating the anniversary. They keep releasing new stuff from it. We're gonna get an anime series, and that's just gonna launch this motherfucker even higher into the fucking zeitgeist of pop culture. And
You said zeitgeist.
I did. That shit just came out of nowhere.
That's the most hipsterest word you can ever say.
That came out of nowhere. That one was like locked deep in my mental lobe and just
Oh
came
my
out of
god,
nowhere.
we need to get you a little fedora and a scarf and
I'm ready.
keys to a Jetta.
I think I've seen Scott Pilgrim enough to be a hipster now. I think I'm there.
Oh my god.
I just gotta know how to fight martial arts real well and beat people up into quarters.
I think it's better if you go into Scott Pilgrim not knowing anything, because it makes it that much better. Because you're like, it's just a bunch of guys and he's dating this girl, but he wants to date this girl, and he's doing Battle of the Bands. Okay, and then just fight, and you're like, what the fuck? And the dude explodes coins, and it was just like, that's one movie I wish I could unsee so I could watch it for the first time again.
Experience it for. It's funny because that's exactly like Edgar Wright knows this was gonna be the reaction because that's the reaction of everybody in that first fight. You know, once Matthew Patel comes in and the whole thing, and then they start fighting and shit, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" You know, everybody in the audience there's like, "Huh? Like what?" But then it's like it's just normal after that. It's like, all right, well, this is it. This is how it is. There goes our deal. It's so quotable, like the whole movie. There goes our
Pir-
deals. There's, there's
Pirates
cores
are cool.
everywhere.
Or pirates are in this season.
Are you a pirate?
Yeah, are you a pirate?
Pirates are in this year.
Did you not get my email? I skimmed it.
Hey, quick, Wallace, what's the address for Amazon.ca?
Amazon.ca. Are you waiting for the package that you just ordered?
Yeah. It's Saturday. It's not gonna be here until Monday, the earliest. Shout out to Keen Diabetes. You came at the right time because we talking
It did.
Scott Pilgrim. But yeah, Scott Pilgrim anime comes out I think November, right?
Think so.
I think November. It comes out later this year. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna be all over it for sure. It's I'm really excited to see more people like become, like fans of the show. And
If I ever had kids or like my niece or nephew or something like that, that's the movie I would like. Oh, we want to watch Thomas the Train. I'm like, no, we're watching Scott Pilgrim. You're
fuck
gonna
that.
fucking like it.
You're gonna fucking love this movie right here. Mia'll be like, all right, we're watching all Star Wars. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna watch Scott Pilgrim too.
Yes.
We gotta watch Scott Pilgrim.
The original Star Wars without the extra shit.
Okay, good luck. Scooby said that's when he found out bread makes you fat. Likewise.
Bread makes you fat.
Uh-huh. My whole life changed at that too.
Oh my god.
I still use this
Haha,
sucks.
That's actually funny.
I got to go pee due to boredom every time I'm bored as fuck somewhere. Yeah. I use a lot from that movie, but
I want to pee on her.
I mean, I gotta go pee. Or like, I can't hit a girl. They're soft.
That's my favorite scene. You has-been.
It was like, next time, I'll be deadly serious next time.
What's that from? My brain.
Oh, shit. All right, so, is this next one on your thing, Titan Quest?
Yes.
All right, well, then next one on the list. I gotta make sure now. Next one on the list. The announcement trailer for Titan Quest 2, an upcoming game heading to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Now, this is where you have to school me. The fuck is Titan Quest?
Honestly, I think I screenshotted this for myself, but we're in too deep now. We're in too deep.
Yup, that's it. You gotta let it out. Show us how geeky you are. The fuck is Titan Quest, and why did you screenshot it for yourself?
Okay, so Titan Quest is a game that came out, I think, in 2009 for the computer and consoles. I think it came later, but it's kind of like those, like a normal kind of action adventure game, but then you can zoom out and then it turns into like a Diablo kind of game, and it's not one of the ones where you have to like, oh, silos needed. It's just you, and the first one is like Greek times, so you have like, Greek armor and the shield and the sword, and you can get new shit and better armor, and it was just really, really fun. It wasn't one of those games where you have to go around and do favors for people all the time. There's a lot of good fighting. It's not like turn-based fighting, it's like real fighting. And I loved it. I loved the first one, so I'm really excited for this one.
Well, there you go. If you guys know about Titan Quest and you're excited for 2, well, there you go right there. Fuck that. What's that shit out right now? Boulder Gate 3. Titan Quest 2, my dudes.
Yes.
That's what the fuck you gotta be on.
And there was like a super edition that came out, and it had a female character. It was an awesome game, so I'm excited.
That's what's up. That's what's up. This one though, this one has been hitting the news like crazy.
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Well, retired NFL star Michael Oher, right? That's how you say it? Oher.
Or
The subject of The Blind Side alleges in court that the couple featured heavily in the 2009 movie lied about adopting him and instead locked him into a conservatorship. I couldn't even say that to enrich themselves.
conservatorship.
Conservatorship. Look, I don't even know what that means. All I know that Britney Spears was dealing with that shit. But
It basically means that any money that you make goes to your conservator. So in Britney Spears' case, it was her mom and her dad, I think. Or maybe it was just her dad.
So wait-
Anyways, so they got all the money that she's supposed to make, and then they would give her like an allowance.
well, shit. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this right now. For every fucking future parent, just have your kids in a conservatorship, whatever the fucking conservatorship. Conservatorship. Just don't legally own them. Just having a conservative from the moment
But
they're a baby, they need to
that's-
pay you.
That's a big thing with child star actors. They're by law have to be in a conservatorship until they're 18. Well, some of the kids that don't like that, like Drew Barrymore, for example, she legally divorced her parents so that they could no longer be her conservators. So then she would get all the profits from her movies. What's her name? The girl from that movie Saved, and
Mandy Moore? No.
the one from Donnie Darko.
The Gyllenhaal girl?
No, the one that was in the Zack Snyder movie, Baby Something.
Oh, the real. Oh, yeah, I love that girl. I forgot her
Yeah,
name. She was
yeah.
in the Hunger Games. Yeah,
Yeah, her.
yeah. She cute as hell.
She has kids now.
Aww. Well, it's okay. Christina Ricci got kids too, and I still think she's cute as hell.
It's true.
That's true. She needs. I don't know. Well, I like them thick, and Christina Ricci is not thick anymore.
Neither is the girl from that we were just talking about. God
Yeah,
damn it.
she's not either, but she's
She's
cute.
hella skinny.
She is hella skinny. She got a cute face though.
Yeah, she does.
Anyways, you know who is thick still? Is fucking Sandra Bullock. I heard of this news. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. He like apparently he confronted them and saying like, "Yo, I just checked some records and what the fuck's going on here?" What I don't like is people going like, Sandra Bullock should give back her Oscar." But even the guy, well, I don't know if that guy, but the other guy's like, "Yo, she was just fucking doing what she was paid to do in a movie."
The guy that
you
we're
know?
talking about, Michael Orr,
Uh-huh.
he's like, leave her alone. She has nothing to do with this. She played a character in a movie. Like,
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock's getting all this hate and death threats and shit.
Nah, she didn't nothing. She didn't put him in a conservatorship.
No, dude.
Nah, she just did her shit. But give that guy his money, dog. That's all it is.
Poor guy.
He got a case, right? I'm sure
She
he got
got
a
a
case.
super case.
He got a super case.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking get that money, dog. That's fucked up. You know what? White people. That's what it
Fucking
is.
white people.
Fucking white people. But you know who's not? This is one white dude that we do love. Is this dude? David
Malchian.
Dasmalchian.
Yeah.
I could never say his last name, but I know the guy. Okay, and I love everything that he ever done.
He was Dot Man.
He was what?
Dot Man.
Oh, Dot Man. I thought he was Batman. I was like, no, but he could be.
No. He was in The Dark Knight.
Yes, he was that one of Joker's boys that
Yeah,
got caught.
in the ambulance.
And then he showed up in the DC TV shows as many people as well. The motherfucker loves DC. Just crazy. But he's over here campaigning to be a Bond villain, and I'm all for it.
I'm all about it. I think he could do it like a motherfucker.
This motherfucker dope.
To see how crazy and batshit he can act like he did in The Dark Knight, and then to see like how he can change like total 180 and be another character. Like I think he has the chops to be a really good villain.
I think so too. Hold up a minute. Let me go back for a second. Broly Fist said he met Michael Orr. Did you?
Really, where?
Broly Fist, you did? Where? And did you Did you ask him, dog? You really adopted? What's up?
He needs to hang out with that fucking what's his name? That's like, bitch, better have my money.
Oh shit! And of course, you gotta have Lil Jon with you.
Yeah.
Have Lil Jon in the thing. Anyways, going back to this guy. Yeah, this guy's a great actor. He's fucking fantastic. He knows what he's doing, and yeah, he got range, and he always steals the scene.
Every time. Every like I don't remember most of the Suicide Squad. I just remember like Harley Quinn and like Shark Guy. Yeah. But Dot Man, every time he was, I was like, dude, I love all his scenes.
Oh yeah, man. He was definitely one of those. You gotta give it up to James Gunn to make a character just Dot Man into such a freaking in like multi-layered character, you know, that you actually care for. And
He was also in that movie, the other James Gunn movie, where they're locked in the building and all the people keep dying. The something experiment, Belko experiment.
yeah, he was in that.
He's
too.
in that too. Yeah.
Fucking Scooby said that he met Michael Orr at the adoption center.
Burn.
Oh man. Only Scooby, man. That's a good one.
Scooby should be our official fourth person.
Oh my god, I'm having a late night talk show, and I'm having Scooby's gonna be my Ed McMahon, right? And I'm having Alejandro, who's used to show up in the chats a lot. He's gonna be my monologue. He's gonna be my writer. So when I do monologues, he's gonna do all that. It's gonna be a whole team. And then you're my editor because I gotta have the intro somehow, right? Intros and outros.
I gotta be like the lady on the Howard Stern show that just laughs at shit.
Robin, not Robin Givens. It's Robin Givens, right? Yeah, I think. No, no, Robin Givens. Isn't it Robin Givens the one that got punched by Mike Tyson? I don't know. Moving on to the next thing, we go back to Batman, right? That next?
Yeah.
All right, we going back. I gotta make sure now. After penning some of the biggest and most influential Marvel comics of the past 15 years, writer Jason Aaron is finally returned to DC for a new limited series called Batman Offworld. Let me tell you, when it's limited series, they're a definite must read.
Yes. Because there's usually going to be only like several issues, and you're going to print once, and then you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a year or two later, they'll do a graphic novel version.
Yeah. Plus, it always has a beginning, middle, and end. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to.
It doesn't just trail off into some other shit and branch out to 20 different comics.
Yeah, you don't need to follow like Superman and Green Arrow and Flash and all this shit just to like fucking be part of that world and whatnot. It's just
remember the back of the Death of Superman where it shows all the Death of Superman is taken from a bunch of different comic books and put in this order, and you look on the back and it showed all the comics that you should have read that these clips were in, and I'm like, fuck all that.
They were really trying to get all that money. It's like when I mean Marvel does all the time, but especially Civil War, when they did Civil War, you had to read everybody's fucking comic. You had to read to really get into everything that happened in Civil War. Hell, to some people, they don't even care about the main story. They're like, the Wolverine Civil War part was the shit. Like that's all they cared about. I did that for not just Civil War, but it was like Secret War one time. But there was a Daredevil event called Shadow. Fuck. See? Once again, something that I know that I just forgot about. And I know it.
The one where he's in like gray.
He was wearing all black. Shadowland. There you go.
Yeah.
Daredevil Shadowland. Yeah. When he let the demon of the hand take over his fucking body or whatever, and then he was like running Hell's Kitchen.
That suit is supposed to come back in a new Daredevil comic soon.
That's what's up. That was
Yeah,
dope. He was
it's like a
like,
big deal. Like they're doing some kind of flashback or something, so they're gonna show him from back then in that suit.
Daredevil gave no fucks in that. He will kill your ass and everything. And then there was all these other tie-ins, like with the fucking the Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Elektra, everybody and shit. Everybody was dealing with because he had the Iron fucking fist. Haha. He had a freaking like rule over Hell's Kitchen and nothing could go wrong. And he was controlling all. It was cool. I mean, it was something that I just fell on when I was at a convention. I saw it and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Daredevil Shadowland. So they were already like graphic novels.
Yeah.
And I got that and it was like on sale and I got that and then I started finding other ones like, oh shit, tie-ins. I got the graphic novels to all the tie-ins, so it was
Oh wow.
that was cool. So go to your conventions. Sometimes they got some goodies.
Some hard to find shit.
Oh shit, right here. Noah Zeidman. Shout out to Noah Zeidman who's in this screenshot. He said, "Calling it now. He'll fight or be assisted by an army of different versions of one character and see more. And I'll never know what else." Left me hanging. Okay, this one right here though, I heard about, and I'm really excited about this.
Me too.
This is a brilliant idea. This is a brilliant idea. And do you know why? Because you can flesh out each ghost. And I'm
Not
pretty
only
sure
that, it's been talked about, and there's been this meme going around for literally years, and it's always says the same thing. It says Netflix should adapt this series into like a series explaining each ghost.
Mhm.
And somebody literally posted it the other day, and then everybody started posting like commenting to like there is, and he was like, what? So this has been a big thing that people have wanted for many years.
Yeah, it just makes sense. It's really really awesome because one thing that everybody's fascinated about that movie was all the ghosts in there. You really want to know more about them. They had stories, and you were like,
And-
oh, I want.
And for people just listening, we're talking about 13 Ghosts. The movie is getting turned into a series where there's technically 12 ghosts. They're going to do like an episode or a story about each ghost.
That means they're gonna be a 13th one at the end, guys.
Well, the 13th one was the guy
Spoiler.
from Monk, the dad. But he didn't know that yet. He had to it was like a sacrifice thing, and that made him the 13th ghost.
No, but he didn't die, right?
Yeah, he didn't die. Like they stopped the machine.
Shaggy died though,
Yeah, he got fucking killed.
so he was the 13th then, right? No,
No, the dad was always the 13th. That's like the whole prophecy.
but Shaggy
Like-
died.
The dad had to be there for the machine. It had to have all 13, the 12 ghosts and the dad would become the 13th ghost.
There was a lot of 13s said in that whole this whole conversation. A lot of 13 going and throwing around.
It's my new word for Smurf. The Smurf over there. He was over at Smurf's house and was Smurfing.
Oh, like Rick and Morty had what was it?
Squanch.
Squanch.
Squanchy.
And if you
I squanch my family. Ew, don't say that.
and if you play the Guardians of the Galaxy game from Squaresoft or whatever, it's Squaresoft, right? I think they're called.
Squaresoft?
Yeah, from them. Because there's the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy, and then there's the other Guardians of the Galaxy game.
I
which
didn't
is
know they
like-
did a Telltale.
Yeah, they did. And when I was reminded of it, I looked it up and it was like, oh yeah, we took it out of the digital shops. You can only get it physically. So that was like, oh shit. And then I went on Amazon
Wow.
and I found the physical of it on PlayStation and it was like under $20. I was like, bet. And I ordered it. So it's over there and I still haven't touched it. But I've been having it. But yeah,
Nice.
the Guardians game, they say flarkin. Like fucking.
Oh, wow.
What the flark? It's flarking crazy.
And the Battlestar Galactica remake, they used frack.
What the frack?
And they meant it as fuck. But so it's really funny. They're like, oh, so-and-so is over there fracking.
No, frack you. frack you, buddy. No, frack you.
You just get used to it. You're like, he told him frack you.
Oh shit! What the fuck? But hey, good news for fans of the classic sword fighting epic. Highlander Rambo. Give me a moment. Highlander reboot with the
Yes.
Witcher star. Really?
Yeah, dude.
Henry
You
Cavill?
want Henry Cavill to play McLeod in a Highlander remake.
You know what? Run it.
Yes.
Do it. Do it. I don't know how invested I'm gonna be in The Witcher without him now. I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
I just think that Henry Cavill as an Englishman will play a way better Scottish man than the French guy that was Raiden in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, we don't talk. Whoa. I have to turn fucking Robert De Niro here. Hold on. We don't talk bad about Christopher Lambert, okay?
And
We
then
don't-
and then
don't
his
talk about it.
sidekick, like slash teacher,
Huh?
was a guy named the Spaniard, I mean, and he was fucking Scottish. So
It's called acting. That's what it's called. It's called acting. Hey, they had a freaking Latino play Luigi, huh?
and Al Pacino's Italian, and he played a Cuban and a Puerto Rican.
He did. And you know what? He was the best damn Cuban and Puerto Rican ever on film. And I speak for every Latino. We do not hate the fact that that man played us.
How you get a scar from eating pussy, man?
What the fuck, huh? Hello, my wife.
They're so
Is it?
cute together.
I know we are cute. We're going to make a podcast ourselves. And we're just going to call it that. We're cute.
Yes.
And first episode, and why you're not. Al Pacino was better Puerto Rican than Cuban. He was, I think. I'm like,
He had the walk and everything.
I want to say that I like Carlitos way more than Scarface. I love Scarface, but I like Carlitos way more. And I stand on this mountain to say that Carlitos way is an autobiography of my father's life. Like hands down. But you know, instead at the end that he got shot by Benny Blanco from the block, my father actually lived and went on and, you know, met my mother and had us and all this shit like
Nice.
that. But my father lived a life in New York, and it was apparently very close to how Carlito lived his life. So we'll just say
Did he
like
ever
that.
did he ever scream out, "Okay, I'm reloaded"?
I've never seen that part, but let me tell you what, he looked 100% like my father. You could ask Scooby. You see Scooby say true story. Did Carlito Brigante not look like my father? 100%. Like, you know how Carlito Brigante had like all the drip rings and the way
Yes.
he dressed and that was my dad, boy. He was like dripped. That was my dad.
Let me ask you this: did you like the prequel of Carlito's Way?
Never watched it. Never watched it.
I have it. You can have it. I would give you my copy. It's fucking awesome.
I never watched it. I was like, that's not Pacino. That's
It's
not
good.
Carlito. And then I was
I
like,
think-
Puffy?
Isn't it the same guy that played Diablo in Suicide Squad?
Is it? I don't know. Isn't that the guy who's like Magnum PI right now?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Like, what's this guy's name in this show? Because I'm pretty sure Magnum PI is not Latino.
Holy shit, that's too funny.
Magnum PI drama series, right here. Right, this thing is still running. Okay, Thomas Magnum is played by Jay Hernandez. How?
There he is.
How is Thomas Magnum played by Jay Hernandez?
And he's little.
And he's little.
Tom Selleck is like 7 feet tall. Fucking Jay Hernandez is like a dwarf.
And number one, he doesn't even have the mustache. I don't even think he has the mustache, right?
No.
No mustache. So there's number one. Number two, if okay, look, if it's like his name is Thomas Magnum Hernandez or something, or Rivera, then just call me Thomas Magnum. Then I'll buy it. I haven't watched the show, but if you cast a Latino play he doesn't even look like, he just looks Latino. That's all I see when I look at him. It's just Latino. There's nothing else you could go by. Maybe Italian, we're kind of a little bit close. Maybe, but I don't know. Whatever. Get that money, Jay Hernandez. You know what? No, I should be praising him. I should be. We just talked about Pacino taking Latino roles. No, it's time for Latinos to take the white roles. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Jay Hernandez, get that money. Get that money. I say all us Latinos start. Hell, I heard Latina is gonna be fucking Snow White. She's starting a lot of fucking hubbubaloo, but she's gonna be Snow White. So,
Good.
okay, get that money. Get that money. Let's take over the white roles now.
Everybody.
Can I be Highlander then? Please.
They would let you be Pat Sajak in an all Latino master movie.
I'll do it. What other popular white freaking character on TV was there? Columbo? I'll be Latino.
Good show.
Yeah. Columbo the Colombian. That'll make more sense. Columbo the Colombian.
I mind.
He's the one with the eye, right? So I gotta be self-conscious of myself. So when people look at me, like, what the fuck you looking at, man? Huh?
I'd watch it. I'd even record it.
So that shit on the streets. Anyways, what's this next one here? Raphael Grandpa. What's this?
Grandpa? I don't know. Grandpa. It's another Batman series that's going to come out soon called Batman Gargoyle of Gotham, and it's supposed to be like angry as fuck Batman not murder people, but like
fucking murder people. Fuck it.
Fucking murder people. No, it's like supposed to be pretty brutal. It's going to be a short series too, so you don't have to worry about buying into 20 different fucking comics. But
how many times has Batman appeared on this fucking on this fucking news? Like, Batman era. Hey, there's a Batman's crossover special. He's going against Santa Claus. Hey, guess what? There's another Batman fucking limited series. He's just gonna be out there. Hey, guess what? There's another Batman thing. He's gonna be fucking people up. You can read all these.
Where do I get most of my news from? Comicbookmovie.com and fucking IGN. And it was just Batman.
Guess what? Batman's going against the Leprechaun because shit's getting real.
Freddy versus Jason versus X versus
Batman. I'll watch that. I'll watch the shit out of that. Okay.
Batman goes to the laundromat. One issue only. Like, there was a whole episode of Deadpool where he goes to buy a chimichanga and forgot his wallet, and it's just him running home, goes upstairs, gets his wallet, and runs back and buys the chimichanga. I was like, that's genius.
That was the whole issue?
That was the whole issue.
That was a filler right there. I like this idea, Broly Fist, but that just seems too, like, it's too close. It's too close to realism, which is true. Like, I think a Latino Full House is more realistic than the Full House we actually got. Because Latinos have a full house. There's a lot of Latinos living under one house. All right.
That is an understatement. The one bedroom apartment in a fucking high rise, and there's 30 motherfuckers in there. You know how many bunk beds you gotta buy?
It's true.
It's 15 bunk beds.
And that's just the poor Latinos. Like the other Latinos that actually like. Let me tell you something. I mean, it's rare that freaking Puerto Ricans own homes. Scooby owns a home, but let's look. Here's the thing about me and Scooby. Okay, we're both married to Mexican women. Mexican people buy homes, so Scooby did right. I did right. But also, we both live in a full house. So
You need that theme song from the original Full House, but it's like
with Bad Bunny, yeah, yeah. It's basically him telling the story. Cogete un mexicana mujer,
and
porque
then
te va a coger tu casa.
they hang on that last note and you just hear ah.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, man! I love it when that happens. Look, the block party here at night it turned to karaoke, right? And her mother's friends were all over, and then they started singing karaoke, and it was all like the purest of Mexican songs. Boy, the guy across the street was screaming it. They were screaming it here. Then that guy came over, started singing. He was screaming, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was loving it. All I wanted was that.
I lived in these apartments in North Hollywood, and like all of my neighbors were either like Colombian or El Salvadorian or Mexican. So almost every weekend, one of them, if not two or three of them, would have a party. And so I would just like open my door and be like, ah! And then when I finally met them, they fucking loved me. They were like, we watch your door for you, man. We don't, nobody go in your house. I watch your house.
See,
too."
that's all I gotta do. That's all you gotta do, man. They respect that. When you could pull that note, they respect it. I could never do it, but I remember in high school there were other like classmates, and they were Puerto Rican, and they could do it, and I was kind of jealous. I was like, damn, man, like I can't even do it. I want to do it.
When my cousins did one of those genealogy things, and we're like mainly Irish, of course, and then some Scottish, and then like a little bitty splash of Spanish. So I can do that.
That's why it's that little bitty splash right there.
Just I was born with it. You just ah. I'm not gonna
You
do it.
got it. You got it. You watching Desperado and you're singing along with them. Soy muy
That's my
chiquito,
scene.
bravo. That
Ay,
opening.
ay, ay, ay.
Yup. Yeah. He hit the shit out of that motherfucker with the guitar. Blah!
That poor guitar.
I'm sorry. Till this day, I still think Antonio Banderas was the sexiest fucking Latino man ever on cinema. That motherfucker sold it.
Antonio Banderas in 4 Rooms is like
Oh, he has a little
mustache.
A little stash.
I love it. Maybe we did that one. We did that one. Oh, that's weird. That's it then, right?
Yep, that was the last one.
I wonder the bottom two like sneaked in. I don't know how that happened, but anyway,
How that happened?
go buy all the Batman comics that come out.
Go get it. I like how Scooby's like, oh my god, another Batman. It's true, man. It's just Batman, Batman, Batman. They go like DC. They have a DC. They have a meeting at DC, and it's like, all right, guys, we need to make a next issue run. What we got? Oh, I got the Superman. All right, cool. All right, that. All right, some Flash. I got like 10 Batman ideas. Bet. Oh, thank you.
There's a comic book store I went to, and I was assuming they were just gonna be like, "Oh, this dumb bitch, she doesn't know what she wants." So the guy comes up to me and said, "Anything I can help you find?" I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for Batman graphic novels." He's like, "All right, follow me." They had a separate section by itself just for Batman graphic novels.
Is all it is. The motherfucker owns DC. It's like this. What the Trinity is him, Wonder Woman, Superman, but it's mostly all Batman.
It's all Batman.
Oh my god, thank you. I just got fed.
I saw that. Look good.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Now you know of every Batman that's coming out.
All of them.
Now you know that Daddy Snyder's got a movie coming out with a game and what you call it? Motista is gonna happen.
Motista.
Now you know that the reason to see Fast X is for Jason Momoa.
Oh, and go read my new article at thehorrorsyndicate.com.
Definitely. I didn't even know you had a new article.
Yeah.
So definitely link me on that one too. She's gonna put the link on that in the descriptions. So you have no excuse to miss out on that. You could put the link right now in the chat room for these people here.
You can do that.
They could check that out. So, go, Doris, because she's doing big things while I'm just eating big things. This good shit right here. But of course, you could catch us everywhere with a Machine Room podcast. And you can find out all that information in the description. But also, if you're watching this video, it's going to play at the end. Real dope like.
Thank you. I think so. It looked pretty good.
Oh, it looks fucking fantastic. It's dope as hell. So
we're only like 3 or 4 episodes into this whole new vibe, and I like pretend like the other episodes don't exist because now it's all pretty. This is the show I've been waiting for.
There you go. Everything else is gonna be deleted. No, I'm just kidding.
Now we're everywhere now. I made sure that all the podcast sites have updated the new logos and everything, so everything's good to go and there's no problems.
Yep, I made sure to send threat letters to anybody else who doesn't update it. So in case you ever hear of the
Google, and that was fun, and I had to call Amazon to get 2 of them fixed, but they're fixed.
Jesus Christ! Wow,
this is what you do when you're disabled and you have nothing but time on your hands.
Well, I hope they don't get those letters, because if you hear news of a new Unabomber, I'm not saying I am, but I might be. Thank you, everybody, for coming in here, listening. Thank you guys here in the chat room. Scooby! Until next time, we'll catch you next week. Hasta la vista, baby. This has been the Machine Room. Please fold up your chairs
and beat people with them.
I'm not saying, but they're a good line of defense. All right.
All you neighborhood watch motherfuckers, get folding chairs and go out and patrol like that, and people will be scared of you.
I think I found my Halloween costume. It's just me with a fucking a captain hat and a fucking chair.
You go to someone's house and trick or treat, you're just like, hats off.
Just throw that shit and try to hit them. Are you a wrestler? Nah, bitch, move your damn boat. The Machine Room has been brought to you by these 2 sexy bitches. Until next time, everybody. I wonder if they raised the prices on the chairs now.
You know what they did? Just like the tiki torches when white supremacists make them all popular. Now you can't find them anywhere.
Motherfuckers. How am I supposed to get these chairs now for the XBW reunion?
That would be amazing.